Oh, got the shades out. Got the shades out.
Da Bears.
Damn, those look like what kind of shades are those? Those look like some Ditka shades, dude.
Ton of shades.
Hell yeah. Jill's dancing over here. She's up. Dude.
I missed you. It's been a little while. I've heard
man.
couple of talks about when's the next pod's going to be. When's the next pod? I kept saying that tomorrow. It's been a rough weekend.
Yeah, we pushed it off a bit. We got some busy lives, man. We're popular people. Jill says so.
90 degrees. When you get burnt, you're not,
Yeah. What'd you do?
We film our pods later in the night, so when you're burning up between the afternoon hours, it's hard to feel.
Yeah, we some night owls over here. No, not really. Jill would argue that I go to bed at like 10 or 11.
I'm a night owl, but it's all about the feel and our podcast Soxers deserve the best of the best.
Hell yeah! What's your average bedtime?
I'd say 11.
I'd say that too.
I'd say 11. I mean, there's times I go past it.
Yeah, I'd say maybe earlier, but I get yelled at a little bit for going to bed too early, so.
Grandpa Jim.
Yeah, I'm gonna get myself in trouble. What you been up to, man? What'd you do this weekend?
Let's see. I did a little golf.
Golfing. I did too. Top golf, and I almost killed myself. Me and Jill have been pretty sore.
Well, I did some real 18 holes, and it was pretty brutal. I wasn't feeling my best.
How's your driving game?
It's non-existent.
That's about what mine is too. So
and if I get a hold of one, it ain't going the right way.
Dude, and I was getting like blisters on my hands and like even my feet a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if
like,
you go too much, I was driving constantly. So when you're driving constantly, it's the same motion, same everything. I get that every time.
And you kind of play often, right? Like I see you golfing quite a bit. No,
I played twice this year.
Oh, really?
Yes,
dude. I feel like you golf like every other. Weekend.
No.
Interesting.
That's too expensive.
Yeah, I go to Topgolf like once every 6 months.
I go to Topgolf once every 3 years.
Dude, it's fun. How many times have you been there?
Twice.
Once
in Vegas.
It's fun. I mean,
once in Vegas and once in Naperville.
Oh, I heard the Vegas one was badass. Yes. I want to go, but I've also never been to Vegas, so I would have to experience all Vegas.
It was the second time though. Was I don't know if me and Vegas get along too well. I'm too obnoxious. You get me away from the wife, I become a loose animal out of its cage, and I'm buck wild.
I can only imagine in Vegas, too.
Buck wild. Vegas, New Orleans. New Orleans was worse. Vegas, I was more contained for the most part, but New Orleans, I was a loose animal.
Yeah, because that was for your bachelor party, right?
Yes. You were supposed to be there.
I know, man. I know. I just couldn't make it happen.
It was an expensive trip. It wasn't expensive for me because being the bachelor, but for anyone that wanted to go.
Yeah, if you guys were like, local or something like that, I definitely would have been there. But
my whole philosophy,
I couldn't spend the money.
I understand cheap's always nice, and I didn't want this to be ridiculous expensive. But my whole thing is, we don't get these trips too often. Things happen. I'm like, get me somewhere out of Illinois.
Your wedding was also right around the time of my brother's too, and that's why I couldn't go to your wedding.
It was the same day.
That sucked. Yeah, me and Jill really wanted to be there.
It was the same day. You told me right away, so I understood.
I know. As soon as I found out what day yours was, I was like, dude, I'm so sorry, but
it's all good.
Yeah, man, let's jump into it. Football. It's all football now, man. We're back.
Well, before we jump into football, we did lose our 100th game yesterday for the White Sox.
I didn't even bring that up.
The quickest team to make it to 100 losses since the 1916 Philadelphia A's.
I'll be honest, though. Like, is there any part of you from this season that you're like, it was a nice, bye season? Like, you just had the whole season off. No. You're like, our team sucks. We're not in it. We're not going to be in it. Like what I mean? Like,
I play some fantasy baseball, so I'm still somewhat in it. But no, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Second half, maybe.
I just try to have a positive mindset right there, but I agree with you.
I don't like the announcer. It's a new year, new announcer.
Everything was bad about the season.
Sucked. Yeah. I've been mad about Griffall since last year. I never even liked the hire. I gave him a fair chance. He was awful last year. So I have not been happy about any of it. And next year's gonna be just as bad, but hopefully at least they're trying hard. They've been trying hard at least. Now it's just not the talent. The talent's not there.
Right. Dude, if we're just as bad as this year, next year, man, that's gonna be brutal.
Better. It ain't gonna be much better than
no, it's not. Like, it's not.
You might have a likable coach, a likable manager. But
I guess that's what I'm hoping for. Is just give me someone who looks like they know what they know what they're doing.
Next year, they got to call prospects up and they got to spend money. And I mean, I don't know who's going to come to the White Sox next year because they want to.
Well, and then Colson Montgomery staying down there as far as prospects go. Is he staying? Why do you think he's still down there? I mean, do you think he's just they don't want to waste?
I don't know. They probably don't want to ruin his confidence.
Right now,
they probably don't want to ruin his confidence.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily against it because the Sox are notorious for bringing up their prospects too soon. I mean, I think they could.
I don't think there's. I don't think personally. I don't think there's a such thing as too soon in any league.
Yeah, I mean that's a good point. I mean, you're either going to be something or you're not.
like when you're like, oh, Justin Fields has to sit behind Andy Dalton for a season. I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
Just because it worked for Pat Mahomes.
Andy Dalton?
Just because it worked for Pat Mahomes and Alex Smith, which Pat Mahomes is 30 million times better than Alex Smith. Alex Smith was a fine quarterback at his best.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to hear it.
I like Alex Smith.
I mean, he's a likable guy.
He kind of got crapped on. You know what I mean?
Let's not say Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
Like, or actually, the real thing was Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre for 3 years. Jordan Love sat behind Aaron Rodgers for 3 years. And that's where
I was going to say the biggest one for sure is over, in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Whoa! Speaking about Green Bay, I'm glad you brought this up because they are getting so nervous and they're getting threatened by the Bears. I've seen a lot of the Bears went 4-0 in the preseason.
We always live rent-free in their heads, man. There's never a time that I don't see Green Bay Packer fans complaining about Chicago.
Well, yeah, now we're getting, we looked good. I mean, I know 4-0 was in the preseason. That's whatever. The record doesn't matter in the preseason. Yeah. It really doesn't.
I saw a tweet. I'm probably going to botch this here, but it was
Caleb Williams retired.
No, it was Bears go 4-0 in the preseason. Does it mean anything? Absolutely not. Are they going to the Super Bowl? Absolutely.
We are. Bears are a good-ass team. They're going to go to – speaking about the Bears, so I'm not a Miller Lite drinker by any means.
Hey, you got to drink it this season.
By any means. So I went to the gas station because my boy Brandon, he not the Flag Brandon who I love, he's my brother.
Not Flag Brandon here,
but I love him. But no, my other bro, Brandon Denton, he said let's play some Drunk Madden.
Oh, very nice.
We played some
Drunk Madden. I haven't done that in quite a bit.
Yep, we played some Drunk Madden Friday, and I got my ass whipped, but that's beside the point. But I was trying to find
as usual.
What drink do you drink? What beer should I drink? And I saw the Bears logo on a 24-pack of Miller Lite, and I said, you know what? It's motherfucking Bear season.
Yep.
It's Bear season.
It's Miller time.
I'm keeping the positive vibes up high. We're rolling with the punches because this is our year.
Dude, you're drinking nothing but Miller Lights this season. You got it? Oh, you got one on deck right there, huh? Dude, I need such a break from this weekend. I ain't drinking.
I don't want it, but I
got some good old water. But yeah, vibes. Man, I agree with you. The last few days I've been drinking some Miller.
I don't ever drink it. I don't
probably.
Ever.
Yeah, I usually don't, but I don't know. It's probably because of what you said. The Bear logo, you know what I mean?
The vibes.
Gets you amped. It's the vibes. 100% vibes. Yep.
Keep the vibes a-flowing.
Hell yeah. I'm all on board with that. Jill knows football season. I usually go Miller.
I've had an erection for a long time now because of this Bears. Since that throw to Doomsday, I've been fully erect for almost.
Still, man, huh? Man, that's rough. You got to go see a doctor about that.
No, I did.
You're rolling with it, huh?
I did. However, I don't know. It's been in my head, but 2 nights ago, the Bears played Tennessee on opening day. But in my dream, they were playing Tampa Bay Bucks on week 1. I don't know why. It just was what the dream had.
Interesting.
And the Bears got their ass kicked by the Tampa Bay Bucks in my dream week 1. And I'm like, damn it, I got my hopes up. And I think it was like 38-10 or something. I don't get it. But it's kind of like the game last year.
Yeah.
But that's what's been in my mind.
Yeah. No,
Million.
dude, last year, yeah, she's playing videos over there, interrupting my pod and whatnot. Um, no, last year I had so many dreams leading up to the Bears week 1 versus the Packers. And I had a dream that they kicked their ass every time. And I was like, this is the season, man. Like, it's going to be a good
If
year.
I'm not
Blah, blah, blah.
mistaken, didn't they lose
I
like 38-3?
Last year
Yeah.
in the opener, no, it was, I don't know exactly what it was, but we lost by like 2
Wasn't good.
touchdowns, 3 scores, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, field goal. I don't know what it was. But yeah, man, I was talking to it about it. I think it was with Isaiah and my brother. And man, last year when we lost that opener, it felt like we lost the Super Bowl. I hate to say it, dude, because I know it's just another
You were hoping
game.
for something different. We got DJ
Yeah,
Moore.
you wanted it. You wanted the Bears to come out strong and be like, fuck you, Green Bay.
Well, we said this was going to be the first step back. And remember, we started off 0-4, and you're like, here we go again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%. And then all the stuff with the Bears defensive coordinator, all that mumbo jumbo.
Once he left, we got better, though.
Yeah, everything turned around, and I'll give credit. I mean, I don't know if he's 100% responsible, but Flus, you know what I mean? He hung in there.
I'm catching a lot of flack. I forgot with who I was talking about the other day. They're like, you're telling me that Eberflus's haircut changed your complete opinion of him. I'm like,
dude, the swag's different, man. The swag's different.
You're damn right it did. He's sexy.
Yeah.
He's sexy, and the Bears are sexy.
Yeah, his wife is 100% responsible for that. I don't know what made her do that, but he went from like no homo. He went from like a 1.5 to like a solid like 8.8.
I was just watching old highlights from last year, and I'm like, dude, the dude is such a dork, and I didn't like that Eberflus.
Oh, he had to comb over
and
clean shave every week.
He's about to be my dad, because I'm about to ask one of his daughters to marry me.
I know they always show them in the Hard Knocks episodes. It's funny because they're always like, yeah, so he's doing pretty well. It's like, all right. Just go home.
They make me hard knock.
What are you hard knocking on?
On that booty. On their booty. I don't know which one. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, keep it PG. Keep it PG. This podcast sucks. We'll always talk about Preston's,
erectile
body
plans.
parts. Yeah.
My plans for my erections.
But yeah, going into the Bears, they did have a preseason game that they played.
They spanked them. And guess who was at that game? My mom.
Taylor Swift.
My mom.
Okay. My cousin was there too.
Yeah, my mom traveled to the game and she had a good time. Nice. Got good pictures of Caleb Williams. They were on the first level.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say my cousin was there, and she was there with her husband and kids, and she got some good pictures too. And some players like came up to them with the kids and took some cool pictures. It was awesome.
My mom, your cousin just went for the Bears.
Yeah. So in their household, one of their boys likes the Chiefs.
Okay.
Or 2 of them like the Chiefs. And then the other ones are Bear fans, so they decided to go there for their birthday. Something cool to do. I mean, looked awesome. I mean, even for a preseason game, you know what I mean? Like,
you won't catch me at a preseason game. I'm not spending over $100 for a preseason game.
It depends, man. It really depends for me. But I mean, like at the Chiefs, you know what I mean?
They stayed pretty cool. They won 2 Super Bowls in a row.
They obviously got to see, not play, but Caleb Williams was there on the sidelines and stuff. Yeah. And,
my mom was butthurt about it. I warned her. I said the last preseason game, because she's there to see Pat Mahomes. She loves Pat Mahomes.
Did she think he was going to play?
She did for the longest time. I'm like, Mom, in most preseason, I don't know how they're going to do it.
No way.
I don't know how they're going to do a 3-game preseason, because it's different than we used to watch, like 5-6 years ago when there was 4. Yeah. But I'm like, they tend not to play the first game and the 4th game, Mom. But now it's 3. I'm like, I think he played in game 1 and game 2 with some. I'm like, now health matters. He's got a few reps, and he's more than likely.
No way they're risking, that last game.
I said maybe Caleb, maybe, but being that it's a short week, probably not.
Definitely not. So yeah, in that sense, that does suck. But
how the backups look? The backups
yeah,
look fantastic. I mean,
you can't
Tyson
complain
Bagent,
about that, man. Bagent looks like he
looks like he may not be a backup quarterback by the end of next year.
Let's be real. I mean, there's always something that happens in the season where your starting quarterback might miss a game or two.
Hey. Positive vibes.
You're right. But I'm also real.
No.
But I'm just saying, if he has
this ain't Justin Fields and Mitchell Trubisky. This ain't your favorite quarterbacks. This is someone new.
Hey, no, or Mitch Trubisky and Chase Daniels. Remember that when he had to come in for Mitch for a couple of games?
Chase Daniels was decent. He could keep the game afloat.
Yeah, he played well. He had a play he lost that game against the Giants.
I'm starting to like Tyson Bagent a bit more, though.
Bit more than what? Just
the Chase
overall,
Daniel. The Chase Daniel.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, I like Bagent a lot.
This kid's got a fun story. He's got a fun vibe.
Yeah, his dad's pretty cool.
And I think another year in this league here, he's proven himself. I hope he's not just a good preseason quarterback, but
yeah. I mean, he seems like he's got the smarts.
He can move the ball. You know? That's what's the most important thing is he can move the ball.
He's definitely a game manager, though. You know, like an Alex Smith type.
He was ripping and dipping last year, throwing picks.
I don't know. I think he's a game manager. I think he's an Alex Smith type.
But it helps when you have a vet, DeAndre Swift, that if someone did get hurt, you could rely on DeAndre Swift to carry a game a little bit, and you can start doing like Bagent's good enough to throw short passes to Moore, Swift.
Oh yeah,
get Keenan Allen.
He just doesn't have an arm. Don't expect him to throw a bomb to the end zone.
I don't know. He had a couple bombs.
No, my booty cheeks. Dude, they took him out last year when he had to throw a Hail Mary from the 50.
They did,
and they put in Peterman or
I don't say his name.
Petersman.
I hate Peterman
or whatever the
sucks.
Yeah, they put him in to throw the Hail Mary.
Dude does not deserve. I don't know how he finds NFL jobs. That guy sucks. Nathan Peterman, if you hear me, you suck. You're terrible at football. Go be a car salesman somewhere.
Nathan Peterman, if you can hear me. But I love you and teach me your ways to make millions of dollars to watch NFL games. That would be amazing.
He's coming
and suit up.
He came in games.
Hey man, I'll put me in, coach. I'm not going to do any worse than he did. He threw like 100 picks a game.
No, Peterman needs to sit his ass on there and get. I hope he still has splitters in his ass.
You know that's pretty unreal for a guy that really did nothing to us.
I'll beat him in the combine right now.
But yeah, man. What'd you think about Hard Knocks episode 3? I think it was. We're a little delayed. You know, we're a few days late.
It was forgettable. It's one of those situations where you like it that it's your team. Nothing memorable happened. It was just nice.
I heard. Did you hear that they're not doing the swearing for the Bears?
Yeah, that's because Virginia McCaskey is
the McCaskies didn't want it. I thought it was seeming a little plain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Other than you get to watch what the throws we liked from the game, which was nice. That Dunze throw and all that was cool.
And then Reed, the quarterback, singing his song. I forget what the name of the song was.
Pumped.
He killed it though.
It was
Jill enjoyed it.
If it wasn't my favorite team, I would have cared less.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, if the Bears weren't my team, I probably wouldn't be all into this season.
Next week, this or tomorrow's episode or tonight's episode, depending when this is probably gonna air tomorrow. So on Tuesday, so the episode that's gonna be on is gonna be pretty cool because I wonder if they're gonna have that Keenan Allen and Jalen Johnson thing. I heard that they got thrown out of practice.
Oh, did you? I didn't hear about this.
Oh, I forgot to mention that to you. Yeah, I thought you knew.
No. When that happened,
they got thrown out of practice. It got personal. Many people said it got personal. You remember how they were fighting back and forth because Keenan Allen.
Bound to happen, dude. Two top competitors, man.
It said it's personal, but it's not a big deal. Is how you said it. Said it got personal.
You put two top guys against each other every day like that. You know what I mean? Over and over and over again. Keenan Allen's
been around this league for about a decade, if not a little more, and he's used to doing his thing. And Jalen Johnson's hitting his stride, made the Pro Bowl last year.
Hell yeah, dude.
And I like it because now you got paid, and I like that you're still fighting. Because when people get paid, they stop fighting as hard.
These players not voting him in the top 100, disrespectful as hell. I don't know how some guys got in.
Top 100's a joke. Tyreek Hill is not the number one. Tyreek Hill was one, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's a popularity contest.
No disrespect to Tyreek Hill because he is a dog.
Oh yeah,
he ain't number
definitely
one.
Top player.
He ain't number one.
I mean, I didn't have a problem with him being number one. I had a problem with Jalen
Well, there's
Johnson
a
not being
problem with
top
there's a
100.
problem with that because Tyreek Hill's number one, but yet we're going to pay Pat Mahomes and all these other guys $500 million.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill gets this. We got to stop.
True.
Yeah.
Good point. But yeah, I mean, so for the Bears, bet wise, we're gonna have some good bets coming this season. We're gonna have a little segment.
Ready bet them over.
Bets with P Dog, bets with Jimmy G. We're gonna make our own bets every week.
Coming up next week, guys. Next week is the week.
Yep. And what is this? The most popular bet in the NFL right now?
That's what they said. It was trending that the biggest bet. It wasn't that. That's the line. The biggest bet was under 8.5 wins for the Bears.
Yeah, under 8.5. That's the line for it.
I understand, but this ain't that team. That's rooting for us to fail. It's going based off of history that quarterbacks don't work out for us. Caleb Williams is a different dude.
Yeah, I mean, and you got to look at the whole team, man. Defense got better. Offense got significantly better, not just counting Caleb Williams.
Offensive line's getting there.
Offensive line has looked decent throughout the preseason. Now, from years past, they've also looked decent in preseason and suck ass once, you know what I mean?
Justin
They're going
Fields
against
runs
top
into
guys.
it. Justin Fields.
That is true. Fields caused a lot of those sacks.
Usually.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
I
watched them.
I won't say it's all, but
have you watched them a lot preseason with the Steelers?
I saw that hair. I saw that new hair he had going on, but
no, I mean I've been watching him a little bit.
They still haven't announced the starter. Haven't announced the starter.
I know
that's not good. That means no one's been good enough.
I was gonna say, who do you have? Who do you think?
They should start Justin Fields. They're gonna start Russell Wilson.
Well, I mean, for us it'd be better. I think we get a better.
You get the fourth pick, but I mean, for the Steelers, I think it's easy. Start Justin Fields.
Yeah.
They won't, but they should.
Yeah. No, they'll start Russ for I think maybe half the year, depending on how he's doing.
I don't know. Mike Tomlin has a.
You think he's got a shorter leash?
I think Mike Tomlin might be F it. I'm sick of this, or hell yeah, Russell, this is what we wanted. But
yeah. If he's balling out, then Fields ain't seeing the field. But I don't.
The Bears over 8.5. It's an easy win. They're getting over 8.5 wins.
Yeah.
Unless someone gets hurt, but it's
right.
Gonna be 8.5 wins.
I got them at minimum. Yeah, I got them at minimum 9, but I have more so of 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Dude, I just don't want our hearts to be broken.
We're going to lose to the Niners, and we're probably going to lose to the Lions, and we're going to lose to the Packers, and
maybe once to the Vikings.
No, we're not losing them. No.
Maybe.
No.
All right.
Who?
I like it, dude. I like it.
Sam Darnold? We're going to lose Sam Darnold?
Justin Jefferson.
Oh, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, dude. He might be able to throw himself the ball.
I forgot there was another hard game in there. Oh yeah, and the Texans. Other than that,
Texans
13 wins. There's other, and then the Rams game is a.
I feel like though we could lose a game that we should win.
No,
like I feel like we might lose against the Cardinals or something. I don't know. I like it. I like it. Tell me to shut up.
This team is 13-4. Hammer the over. I have a bet. I did it around the draft time, not too long after Caleb Williams got drafted. I put 100. The odd was minus 155 for the Bears over 8.5. I put $155 on it. So once they hit that mark in December, I'm gonna get my $255.
Dude, I am so looking forward to that first Sunday of football. Just sitting there, watching all the pregame stuff, going on FanDuel, and just making the most senseless, most idiotic parlays
that are over under
4 leg, dude. I at least do 8 to 9.
You hit one.
I hit more than one. I hit a few. I was showing.
When you hit those, are you keeping them private?
You mean like, do I tell people?
Yeah.
Like at all?
Yeah.
No, I don't tell people.
Because I feel like sometimes.
Well, when I hit them, I tell people.
No, I'm saying like sometimes when you share them, you lose them. When you keep them private, you hit them.
Oh, I know. I normally don't tell many people. I have a few people that I'll give my plays to.
The pod's got to know some of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The pod will.
What I would do about the pod, I would keep your 9-leggers to yourself because just in case, but let them know like the 1 or 2-leggers.
Yeah. No, I usually my biggest one that I've hit to date, the payout was like $1,500.
Ooh.
It was Cowboys Giants and
same game parlay.
Cowboys backup was in. I don't remember his name.
Cooper Rush. You show some damn respect
Cooper
to
Rush.
Cooper. You show some damn
and the
respect.
Giants, for some reason, were favorites. And I was like, Rush looked really good. I'm like, I'm going to go Cowboys. And I don't know what it was exactly, but I needed Barkley to score a touchdown. I needed the Cowboys to win by like, I don't know, 2.5 or whatever it was. And a few other things. CeeDee Lamb over like 90 yards. So it was like 5 legs, 6 legs. And I had like $50 left in my account. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put all 50 on the game. So I put off, and I normally don't do it. And Jill knows, like, when I bet, I let her know what I bet. It's usually $10 here and there. Like, they're very low bets. I put 50 on it. I didn't tell her about it. And then she comes home, and I was like super nervous because it was getting close. And I think I needed Barkley to score a touchdown and the Cowboys to win. And Barkley scores a touchdown, and the Cowboys are up by like 8 with, final drive. And the Cowboys picked it off to win it. And I'm like, I just won $1,500.
Yeah, you like shit your pants. Even
dude.
I know with you, because me and you are probably saying 1,500 is a lot of money for us.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. And I'm the type too, like when I win, I pull it right away and put it in my bank account. I don't.
Oh, big ones like that, you got to take either all.
Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, any win, dude. It doesn't matter what it is. I'll pull it and put it in my bank account right away. Smart. Just because I don't bet a lot. You know what I mean? Like large amounts. I mean, like I'll bet every Sunday football or, Thursday, whatever it is. But I'm not going to be betting $50, $50 to $100, $200. You know what I mean?
I'm that way.
You're bad like that, yeah.
I get when I get going.
I got a lot of people
when I'm hot that do that. I'm hot, and that works for me, but it doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah. What? Okay, I'll say this: are you plus money or minus money overall?
I was pretty good. I just got back to even. I think I'm a little under.
A little under.
I got a game now, guys. I got a game for little Jimmy G over here that I just thought of in my head here.
Let's hear it.
What it's called? What would Jimmy do or give up for a 2025 Super Bowl champion Chicago Bears?
Jimmy, is this just like off the top of my head? What would I give up?
This is my top of my head. You answer the question.
Okay.
Jimmy G.
Yes.
Would you sprain your ankle for the Bears to win the Super Bowl this year?
100%.
Jimmy G.
Yes.
Would you lose $1,000 in sports bets this year? Lose every single bet for the Bears to win the Super Bowl this year?
Yes.
Jimmy G.
Would you?
He said, Jimmy G.
Yes.
Would you get all 4 flat tires in your vehicle for the Bears to win the Super Bowl this year?
Considering I just replaced them and spent $3,000 recently to get my car fixed, yes, I absolutely would.
Jimmy G.
Yes.
Though it'd be a big fight.
Yes.
Would you postpone your wedding 3 years from now for the Bears to win the Super Bowl this year?
I don't think that I could postpone my wedding 3 years for the Bears to win the Super Bowl.
Wow.
I totally could not do that. I would never postpone.
Would you name your first son Sally for the Bears win the Super Bowl this year?
Yes, I would.
Would you buy nothing but Packers gear for the next 20 years for the Bears to win the Super Bowl this year?
If it meant taking the hit, yeah, man. I would. I really would.
And last one. Yes. Maybe this is not a good grand finale. I'm just thinking of things off the top of my head. Would you tat your whole body just in Cubs stuff for the Bears to win the Super Bowl this year?
Just one Super Bowl? Just guaranteeing the 2025 Super Bowl?
Tat your whole body in Cubs stuff.
Oh, man. That one hurts. Yes, because then I would cover it up the following year.
That is, what would you give up, Jimmy, or what would you do?
I basically would be fucked, but the Bears would have a 2025 Super Bowl.
You'd be in debt?
I'd be in debt. I'd be without a car.
Without a wife?
Without a wife. Yeah, I wouldn't be in the best position, but, the Bears would have a Super Bowl. So, the Bears are the final team on our list of teams that I need to witness winning a championship. And that makes me sad for sure.
At least they've been to one.
Yeah, but it was such a bad memory, other than the kickoff.
Yeah, I mean, Peyton Manning won a Super Bowl, I guess, but other than that,
yeah, I wasn't one of those Peyton Manning, ball suckers.
It took me a little bit, but after a while, I appreciated him winning it.
Yeah, but massive NFL news today.
Could have been a lot cheaper, Jerry Jones, if you paid him sooner.
What do you think?
Yeah, he was the best receiver in the game last year. He's the top three, top four receiver consistently every year. It's him, Jefferson, Chase, Tyreek Hill every year. They had to do it.
Yeah.
Dak's
I mean,
he's the best player on the team.
Yeah. I mean, if you didn't do it, you were going to look terrible. And I don't think any top players would want to go there.
This is why you got to pay your players soon. Because once Jefferson signed his contract, Lamb's got to beat him. And now
I think the Bears did it perfectly with DJ Moore.
Now Jamar Chase is obviously he's going to have to get even extra payment. And deservingly so. But you got to set the market early, because if you're one of the last teams to set it, you're you're kind of overpaying. I won't say it's not worth it, but it's
I also think Jerry's just an idiot and really doesn't know what's going on anymore.
He's got the money. He always has the money.
He has the money. It's more so. Well, he had that comment of he doesn't trust anybody else to get it done or whatever, and it's like, Jerry, like you said, just get it done out of the way early.
This one should have been. I understand the Dak Prescott. I don't understand the CeeDee Lamb games he was playing.
Yeah, what was the point of that?
Like, you should have paid him.
What were you getting out of that?
You should have paid him in the offseason early on before Justin Jefferson.
Make him happy. You know what I mean?
And then Dak Prescott,
get him in a training camp, and
I understand Dak Prescott. You might want to wait till after the year's done and then talk about it, because he's getting older. He's won 2 playoff games in his career, which is absolutely sad.
Yeah, I also don't know the games that CeeDee Lamb was playing, like with all of his social media crap. I mean, everyone does that nowadays.
That's the era. Unfollow, then refollow.
Unfollow, post pictures with other past teammates.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean.
But Jerry Jones did start stuff unnecessarily, so CeeDee Lamb
did
kind of.
That's a good point. If I'm a player too, and my owner is kind of low key talking shit, I'm going to social media.
I mean, it's Jerry Jones, but I mean, they're all in their mid-20s. That's all they know is social media now. I mean, it's hard to express, but I mean, the Cowboys needed it, because if they didn't, he held out. Brandon Cooks is not, and Brandon Cooks is hurt with his hamstring and whatnot. I mean, their team, that team needs CeeDee Lamb, and they need more, but they definitely needed CeeDee Lamb.
I always enjoy watching Cowboy games. So I'm a little bummed out that they lost so many people. I don't feel like they're gonna. You think they're gonna be?
I forgot. Lose?
What do you mean? Who they lose?
But they lose.
Who's their running? Who do they have at running back right now?
Tony Pollard was a nobody. He didn't do good.
Okay, Tony Pollard, maybe he wasn't a nobody, but
he wasn't a nobody. But he wasn't the guy they thought he was going to be.
He was okay. He was enough to. I mean, speaking from his fantasy owner, he did not have a good season last year.
Speaking about the Cowboys, you see who they're bringing in?
Who?
Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook.
He's talking to him now. He's not Dalvin Cook from 4 years ago, but
they massively messed up by not bringing anyone in this year for running back.
Yeah, if they're trusting Ezekiel Elliott, that's a problem.
My God, dude. You know what though is going to happen? Their backup. I always forget his name. What's his name?
Dowdle?
Yeah, I don't know. Doodle Pants.
Rico Dowdle.
Watch him have like a career.
They're talking about him getting more of the plays.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Watch him have
Zeke,
like an
Zeke
amazing
is
year.
a dog inside the 5, though. I'll give Zeke that.
He is, dude, but you can't, dude. He's way too old, man.
He shouldn't be averaging more than 10 carries a game.
No. Yeah, use him on the goal line. Third down.
It seems like they're pretty much going into the season saying, Dak, prepare to throw it over 40 times a game.
Yeah.
Earn that $60 million. Oh, yeah. Earn that $60 million.
Yeah.
If you want it so bad.
I love betting the Cowboys too, dude. I always hit on Cowboy games. I don't know why.
Oh, well, share it to the pod. Win We'll win our
I know.
61 subscribers some Monday.
Dak, I'll tell you, everybody right now, things that are guaranteed. Dak over on rushing yards, CeeDee Lamb over on receiving yards, CeeDee Lamb over on catches.
Easy. You haven't seen the new lines. Every year the lines are different.
They'll always hit them, the overs. You know what, though? I do like the overs most of the time for quarterbacks and rushing yards. I usually always take the over.
Unders are rough for me to bet.
Yeah, I don't think I ever bet unders on anything.
I always see the possibility. It's a problem.
What's the Barstools saying? They have like shirts that say "Life's too short to bet the under" or whatever. So true, though, man.
Unders worry me.
Oh yeah, it makes you almost not appreciate the game. You know what I mean?
Because you want to root like, hey, keep catching.
Yeah, you want scoring.
Instead of saying, don't catch it. Don't catch it.
Yeah, I can't do unders. Unders stress me out. I think I did
other than like I bet unders when it comes to I always bet overs. I'm thinking of it's always over.
Yeah, dude. It's always over, man.
I bet unders in college sports is only unders I bet.
Yeah, I've done that before. I actually last year hit on a pretty good college
college basketball
spread. It was all money lines, and it was like 7-leg parlay.
Oh,
and yeah, man, I hit it for like $700, something like that. It's like $10 bet for $700. Yep,
damn,
pretty good.
I'll share the wealth this season.
I'll start sharing them, man. This podcast sucks. Find them here.
This podcast
make some money.
61 subscribers.
You'll make money like once every 4 months.
Hey, up it up. 61 subscribers ain't.
There'll be bigger bets though, man. You know.
Up it.
Yeah, we're at 61.
Up it.
Let's get to 75.
Watch.
Let's get to 75.
Subscribe.
Watch. I want to by the end of this football season.
Subscribe.
Be at. I would love to be. What would you love to be at the end of this football season?
200.
That'd be nice. I'll take that.
And I want these videos to get over 100 views. Damn it.
Yeah, don't be yelling. Don't be yelling. You'd be nice.
Positive vibes. Hey, we gotta get this going.
Vibes.
We got predictions, guys.
Yeah,
we got predictions.
All right, let me pull up my notes.
This was
a tough one.
We've done the AFC we've done the AFC NFC East. We did the NFC AFC West. Now we head to the South.
Down south.
And what started off with the AFC?
You go first. I went first last week.
All right, AFC South. Last
place first. Yep.
Tennessee Titans. They're not good. They fired Mike Vrabel. There's no explanations for that. And he doesn't have a head coaching job. There's no explanation for that either. Yep. They got DeAndre Hopkins. He's hurt.
I was going to say currently hurt.
They lost Derrick Henry.
Facing a great team week 1 that's just going to absolutely demolish them.
They're playing a Super Bowl contender week 1. They don't have a running back. Tony Pollard's fine. We saw how he went with all his carries last year. They also got the other guy, Spears. He's fine too.
Yeah.
But no elite players anymore.
Yeah, nothing that's going to excite anybody.
They're probably 4-13.
Yeah. Got them around five wins. I agree with you at the number 4 seed.
I should have guessed. I didn't even mention much, but Will Levis, he showed improvements last year. I'm not buying the stock.
Had a sex tape leak over off season.
Will
so
Levis
he had a busy off season. Yeah, man.
What, did he put mayo all over himself? Yeah. He's a big Mayo fan.
He put what?
He's a big Mayo fan.
What did he lather himself in mayo?
I don't know.
Oh God, that's disgusting.
That is all disgusting.
But yeah, I agree with you here. There's not much to add on. Titans aren't a very good team. Probably around 5 wins. I'm kind of a Will Levis fan though.
I'm a Levi's fan. No, I'm not. I don't like jeans.
I was like, I don't know if I can remember like seeing you in jeans. When I think of Preston, I think of Preston in basketball shorts,
which is what I'm wearing right now.
Yes. Who do you got at 3?
Third place in the AFC South is the Indianapolis Colts. They're a good-ish team. Anthony Richardson was a mess last year, showed
Yep.
flashes of greatness, showed flashes of terribleness, doesn't know how to avoid a hit.
Yep.
I don't know how you teach that. While also firing his head coach. So, no, my bad. I'm thinking Tennessee Titans. My fault. I got overwhelmed there for a second. They got Shane Schleichen or whatever the heck his name is.
Yep.
I think that's their head coach. They got Michael Pittman. I like Michael Pittman. They drafted Mitchell, who should be good. They got Josh Downs. Their running back is Jonathan Taylor. He could be one of the best in the game.
Shane Steichen.
I was right. Okay.
Yep.
He had moments. He was from the Philadelphia Eagles tree. But they're a decent team. They fought for the wild card last year because Gardner Minshew had a little Minshew mania. They were a drop pass away from actually beating the Texans and making the playoffs. If we remember correctly. They are fine. Yep. They're not bad.
Yeah.
They're probably a 7 to 8 win team.
Yep. I have the Jaguars.
Ooh.
Like we were kind of talking about off the pod. This was a little tough. I originally wanted them at 2, but I decided to go 3 because I don't think Trevor Lawrence is it. I think he's gonna have an okay season. They lost. Who they get? They got Gabe Davis, right? Was it Gabe Davis?
They lost Calvin Ridley and they got Gabe Davis.
Yeah.
Calvin Ridley went to Tennessee Titans. We forgot to mention that.
Yeah. I think not that I think that's gonna help them any really. It'll help them, but they still have too many holes. Yeah, I think the Jaguars are just a very inconsistent team. Usually, I think it starts with Trevor Lawrence. I mean, I hope they do good. I like when they play good football. They're always a fun team to watch when they are playing good football. I think it. But yeah, 6 wins. 6 wins for the Jags.
Oh.
Yeah, so maybe a 1-2 game difference from the Titans. So I got them at 3.
I am okay. I think it's going to be a 2-man race in the AFC South, and it's gonna. It's going to be a tough one. But the second place team in the AFC South, who will be competing for a wild card spot, not saying they're getting it, not saying they're not getting it, but they're going to compete. We'll tell you the wild card spots later on in the week when we finish up predictions. But second place of the AFC South is going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lawrence has been up and down his whole career. It depends what side you could get. He could win MVP. He could be garbage. Who knows what he's going to do?
Yep.
They got ETN. They got Christian Kirk.
Fun to watch too.
Christian Kirk, Brian Thomas. They got Gabe Davis this year, who's always up and down.
Ingram, whatever his name is, tight end.
Oh, Evan Ingram.
Yep.
They got a good team there. Depends how they play. Doug Peterson's still there, I think. I'm gonna hit after week 1. I'll be in my flow. Give me a damn break, followers.
Yeah.
But Jacksonville, they're gonna. I don't think they're much better than Colts. I'm not saying they're great. Yeah. I'm saying they're a 9-win, 10-win team.
Yeah. Again, I could see it.
Why did you say it?
I knew you were gonna say it. No, I think the Colts though have a better overall team. I think it obviously is heavily based off whether Richardson can stay healthy or not.
If he goes down, do you know who their backup
if he goes down, they're
Do you know who their backup is? Joe
Flacco.
You ruined it
for me. Joe Flacco.
They brought Joe Flacco.
That could be huge. He played great last year. Which I think was a fluke.
It was a fluko.
It was wordplay. I like it.
I want a subscriber for every dad joke I make.
Yes, that deserves at least 5 new subscribers. Let's do it now. But yeah, based off Richardson's health, he's got to get down. He's an aggressive quarterback. He dives head first into the end zone, head first for a first down. Even he's not really
have 3
smart.
concussions in 5 weeks.
Yeah, he's not really a smart quarterback. Pittman's great. I don't know why I traded him in fantasy. That was a dumb move. I got trade, you know what, and I don't appreciate it.
Trey P. Diddy.
Jonathan
You
Taylor.
got P. Diddy.
Yeah, I did. I was at a P. Diddy party that day, and it wasn't fun. Jonathan Taylor is going to lead the way. But yeah, I got them potentially. Again, Richardson, if he could stay healthy, if he plays well, I got them maybe last seed of playoffs. But I don't think so. Because I just don't think Richardson's going to stay healthy. But yeah, I got Colts at 2.
How many wins?
Maybe 10. Realistically 9. Richardson gets hurt. Throw all of what I just said away. Because they could have 4 wins, 3 wins, you know what I mean? But also, who knows? Because Flacco could play great again like last season and have a season that he just pulls out of his ass. So that could happen. I doubt it, but I was absolutely amazed that he did that last year with the Browns.
That's because the Browns have a hell of a defense, and then Flacco could play with a little less stress.
But he just played great, dude.
He did. It was fun, but expectations were lower. And he sparked it back up, and he played without a care in the world. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Made me like him for a year because I used to hate him.
I never hated. I loved him with the Ravens.
I didn't. Which leads us to your AFC South champion for 2 years or second year in a row. The Houston Texans. But they are not going to run away with it. The NFL is going to figure them out a touch. Where CJ Stroud and them aren't going to they're not going to fly under the radar this year. They're going to be played with. Yeah. They're going to be.
You were at a P. Diddy party recently, weren't you?
They're going to, they're going to be, they're going to be prepared for, and they're going to be a good team. People
Stroud, definitely, they're aware of CJ Stroud now, for sure.
Stroud's going to be fine. He's going to be good. I don't think MVP, but he's going to be good. They got Joe Mixon. He's going to be good with that team. And they got David Christensen's backup. They got, the receiving core, and they got Nico Collins. Hank Dell. Who's their number one? Stephon Diggs had added Stephon Diggs.
Diggs, huge.
But they're going to be good. But they're not going to run away with the division. I got them. They can win the division with 10 wins. Maybe they're 11. They'll be at that 10-11 mark. I'd be shocked if they win much more than 11. But 11-6 is good enough to win that division.
Yeah. Not much to add on either there. I got them winning the division. 11-12 wins. 11-12.
So you kind of do have them running away with it a touch.
A little. Again, if Richardson stays healthy, I think the Colts compete a lot more than what people might expect of them. The Colts have some good players, man. Maybe 2 games back the Colts from the Texans. But yeah, I mean, I think Stroud's too good. Tank Dell was a beast last year before getting hurt. Collins played great
this offseason, but I think he's okay now.
Yeah. That's right. I kind of forgot about that. Obviously, adding Diggs is huge.
Diggs and
I mean, he's Dixon. Big ass baby, but still a great player. But yeah, I got him winning around 12 games, 11 games, and 1 seed. So
we mostly got it then. Not one. One seed. You mean first place?
No, first place. Okay. Yeah. 1 in the division.
Yeah. So we have I have Texans, Jaguars, Colts, Titans, and we disagree with second and third place. You got the Texans.
We got a flip-flopper,
Colts, Jaguars, Titans.
Yep.
Let's take this over to the NFC South, where one of our best friends. This is going to be
interesting.
I'm one of our best friends, Matt. He's a diehard Falcon fan. He'd probably have him win the division. But, this division is kind of been turned around, twisted around over the last
I feel like it's an open division.
start us off, Jimmy G. Who will be the fourth place of the NFC South?
Although this team improved quite a bit, I wouldn't say quite a bit. They improved in the offseason. They're going to be number 4 because they still suck booty cheeks. It's going to be the Panthers.
Oh, you know what that means?
What does that
a better
mean?
second-round pick.
That is what that means. Dude, it's still crazy to me that we have picks from them. From all that. That is crazy to me.
We'd be making them good-ass picks. They'd be picking them nose.
Treated. I think that they obviously do better than last year. But I mean, man, who do they got at running back right now?
They drafted Jonathan Brooks, but he probably won't be quite ready for week 1 because he's coming off a torn ACL. But he's a rookie. He's a rookie running back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They got what's his name from the Steelers now at receiver.
Deontay Johnson. They still got Adam Thielen,
who's old as dirt right now and hanging on by
you better put some damn respect on that guy's name.
Oh, dude, he's on my fantasy team, bro. I love him.
There's another receiver in there. They got that other guy, Mingo.
Yeah,
Jonathan Mingo.
Nothing though. I also have him on my fantasy team. But yeah, they're going to be at 4. They're significantly, I won't say significantly, but they are worse than the other 3 teams in this division. And then obviously, why am I blanking on his name right now? Quarterback.
Bryce Young,
yeah. Who's also on my fantasy team.
Oh, man.
I just realized how many Panther players I have.
And that's why your team sucks.
Dude, I was in the championship last year. You were dirt last year. I was way better than you. I beat you twice, bitch.
Oh, whoa.
Sorry, you got me heated a little bit. You got me heated. Positive vibes. Relax, glasses.
Bears are Super Bowl contenders. Bears are
going to the Super Bowl. Super Bears, Super Bowl. Yeah, they're at number 4 though. Bryce Young's going to be better this year. Got a year under his belt. Still going to be poopy. Maybe 5 wins. Maybe 5. Realistically 4. What did they have last year? 2 wins?
They didn't have much.
Yeah.
Maybe 3. I think they were 3-14.
Who do you got at 4?
I completely disagree with you. Because I think
you're a jerk.
Because I think the Carolina Panthers are finishing last place in the NFC South. But they've made all the right improvements where they're setting themselves up for a better future. It just ain't going to be this year. They got a new head coach. Bryce Young looked good in the preseason. They made couple good draft picks for the ones they had. They could have had Caleb Williams, but they rather have they could have Caleb with DJ Moore, but they didn't want all that. We wanted that.
Yep.
They're going to be better than last year, but they're still going to be probably a bottom top 5 pick of the draft. They're not good, but they're improving. They're I don't disagree with anything you said. 4 or 5 wins.
Yeah.
They're last place. That division's competitive and it got better.
Yeah.
For the most part. Yeah, they're still the worst team in that division. They'll steal a couple games, and there'll probably be games that they play in their division. Other than that, they're not a good team yet. Right. Their defense is still not good.
Yep. Yeah, and then trading what's his name? Burns?
They traded him finally. I forgot where he went to.
Giants.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a dumb move.
I thought he signed with them. Did he? I think he was just a free agent.
No, I think they traded him.
Well,
it was a trade. It was dumb. It was stupid.
Poor guy's gonna suck with the Giants.
Just like their owner, yep. Dude, this is tough, man. The 1 through 3 for me was hard. 3 though, solely based off the fact that I do not believe in the quarterback, and I think he should just retire. I think he's done.
Ooh.
They got some weapons on offense, but I just think the quarterback is ass and dookie and ball cheese all mixed in one.
I don't know where this is going.
At number 3, I have the New Orleans Saints. I think Derek Carr sucks.
Ooh.
I think he's always sucked.
Ooh.
shout out to one of our old buddies, Dale. Garbage Man Dale. You remember Dale?
Dale and Derek.
Haven't talked to Dale in a long time, but I always told him that Derek Carr was trash, and he never. He always had some words for me, not nice words.
Yeah, he had one MVP caliber season. Other than that,
yeah. But I never liked Derek Carr. He's only getting worse every year. His decision making to me is absolute garbage. I think his football IQ isn't the highest. And it's funny that I'm saying this because you put me back there and I'm throwing 20 picks a game. But yeah, they obviously have weapons. I love Olave, and he's also on my fantasy team.
I think he's the only weapon they have.
Olave, no, Alvin Kamara.
He's old now. He's getting older.
He's older, but he can still play.
Yeah,
he's definitely had a drop off.
But he's not beating up fans to a bloody pulp. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that too. Holy crap, man. But yeah, I got the Saints solely because I think Carr's a poo-poo doopy head.
I think you were too harsh on Derek Carr.
That's unreal.
But
you apologize to me right now and say the Bears.
No, you are way too harsh on Derek Carr. I don't think he's the problem with this team.
You think Raider fans are going to come for me?
Screw those Raiders fans. They don't know shit about football. But the Saints are going to finish in third place.
All right.
They don't have enough talent on their paper. They don't have other weapons on receiver. They have Olave, who's a stud. But who else they have?
Stud muffin.
Michael Thomas hasn't been good in 4 years, and they cut him.
I was going to say, he's gone, right?
Taysom Hill's in his mid-30s. What are you going to keep
Taysom
doing
Hill
place? And the main thing they're going to finish in third place is their dog shit head coach, Dennis Allen, who's also from the Raiders tree. He was shit with the Raiders. He's shit with the Saints. He's not good. He's a terrible head coach. He might be the worst head coach in the NFL. I don't know. Yep. He's going to get fired mid-season.
I think he's done after this year.
He's going to be done in the year.
Yep.
In the year. They're going to fire him.
I could see it.
He's bad.
I could see it.
I like Kamara. He's just getting older. They don't. And what it worked with Kamara is because him and whoever Mark Ingram worked. Those two worked as a team. Jamal Williams. I think Jamal Williams is still on the Saints if I'm not mistaken. But I'm drawing a blank. But no, yeah, that's just the Saints. Just they're gonna be around that. They'll probably. So what? The Panthers 4 wins maybe. The Saints will be at like 6 wins.
Yeah.
They're lucky.
I didn't really give them a number. Like you said, maybe a couple games better than.
I was still some wins because New Orleans is still hard to play in. Yeah. But I think most of their wins they get, or half their wins they get, is because of their division, because that division seems to beat each other up, and then maybe they steal a couple other wins, but I don't buy them either.
No, I agree.
Dennis Allen sucks.
He sucks like Carr. Sorry, I don't know why I went in on Carr like that.
That was a little rough. I don't think Carr's the one to blame. I don't think Carr's the one to blame.
Carr, if you're watching, which you probably are because you love this podcast, sucks. I apologize. That was a little rude. Number 2. This was tough. I sat on it and I thought about it for a while. I'm going solely based off roster and not history of the teams or anything like that. Number 2, I have the Bucks.
Ooh.
Usaladale. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think they're going to do what they did last year. I don't think Baker's going to have another season like he did last year. Evans is older. I know they just re-signed him, but he's getting older. Eventually, he's going to hit a wall. I got them being competitive, but 8 wins maybe. Maybe 9, but I don't think 9's good enough to make the playoffs in the NFC. I think that last seed's going to have 10 wins. It comes down to roster. I don't think the roster is good enough. I think defense is going to decline. What do you got at 2?
I like all your points. And I hate to say this because it'll make our buddy Matt rock hard solid. But second place is going to be the Buccaneers.
Nope.
They're a good team. They're going to win games that they shouldn't. They're going to lose games that they shouldn't. They're gonna be in the playoff hunt to the very end. They may get in, they may not. They're gonna be around that 9-win mark. 10's a max. I don't see them hitting that 10 mark, but I think 9 wins is right with what you said. Yep. They got Chris Godwin, they got Mike Evans, they got Rashad White.
All older guys, you know.
They got I just think they're a fine team. They're not special. And Baker Mayfield,
they're an okay team.
Baker Mayfield's going to start living that life. He's a fine quarterback, but he's not going to go out there and win you a game.
Yeah,
he's just going to keep you in it, and I just think that's what he's.
He'll make things fun and interesting. But
he's a starter in the NFL. He's just not. He's not the top. He's not top in the NFL. He's always good to be a bottom half starter.
Yep.
And he'll probably live a journeyman career, which he already has.
Yeah. And that leaves number one for both of us, the Falcons. And like you said, Matt's jumping up and down, saying how much he loves us right now and saying we're his best friends ever because we decided to put them at one for him. I think the Falcons have a lot of ammunition. I'm actually kind of excited to see what they do. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to win 13 plus games. I think 10 wins is enough to win the division.
Was last 2 years.
Yeah. Obviously, Bijan is a beast. I think he's going to get a lot more playing time with Arthur Smith. Is that what his name was?
Yeah, he sucked.
The coach.
Yeah. Now they got Raheem Morris.
Yeah, I think they're gonna let Bijan be Bijan. I think he's gonna have a good year.
Like Algier is a good running back, but Bijan's the dog.
Yeah, 100%. I think Cousins is a good quarterback. Do I think Cousins is gonna win you everything? Hell no. But he's definitely gonna elevate the quarterback play. Because last year was dog shit, and now, tight end, what's his nuts? Pitts.
Kyle Pitts.
I think he might be a bust, man. I think he might be a bust. We'll see. He's got a quarterback now. Cousins generally throws to tight ends. So if he does not have a good year this year, we can all officially say it's a bust. And then who do they got at receiver right now? They got Drake London, Darnell Mooney.
They lost Rondell Moore for the year.
But yeah, they got enough on offense to where they can get that thing going.
They signed a few extra guys on defense that were huge.
Yeah, defense, some good pickups.
Who else they just signed? They just signed they got Judon too.
Judon, the corner that they just signed, from Denver. Yeah, Simmons. Definitely elevated the defense. But again, they're not going to be a great team, but enough to win this division at 10, 11 wins, maybe max 11 wins. What do you got to say?
Why aren't we fighting, man?
I know. I honestly expected this division to be the one that we were going to disagree on.
You're close to what I would say. It's going to be a growing curve. The Falcons are going to probably be an average team for the first few weeks.
No,
if Cousins
that division's going to go down to the final 1 or 2 games, like it always does.
It'll be the Bucs are a good enough team that they'll be there till the end with the Falcons.
Is that the worst division in football? What's the worst division in football? Probably that one.
The West, AFC West.
Yeah,
because it's the Chiefs, and then every team's battling with a rebuild-ish team.
Right.
Even though the Broncos, a lot of them are just trying to test out the rookie quarterbacks, and Raiders are messing with Minshew. And when Minshew's your starting quarterback, you're having a bridge season or get me by season. Right. But no, the Falcons are they're not a great team, but they're a good team.
Yeah,
like you said, 10 to 11 wins. Them and the Bucs will be battling. And I'm sure the Falcons will they'll probably have a head-to-head game where it separates them, where the Falcons If Kirk
Bijan,
Cousins,
I think, is going to be a heavily bet player this year.
Kirk Cousins goes down, then this changes the narrative of this season. But I think Kirk Cousins is going to be good. I think Kyle Pitts is going to be good. Drake London's quick. Darnell Mooney's going to have one of his better seasons.
Yeah, London's game is going to elevate having Cousins now, for sure.
Like I said, Darnell Mooney will have a good season. It sucks that Rondell Moore got hurt. I like Rondell Moore as a receiver.
Yeah.
But injuries are stacking up. But nope. So that's Falcons. Nope. We agree on all of it. Falcons,
crazy.
Bucks, Saints, Panthers.
Crazy. I thought today was going to be the divisions that we disagree with most, and here we are agreeing with them.
We've agreed with mostly everything, minus a tweak here and there.
We did, yeah. I think we had a couple arguments, but nothing.
Nothing with first place, I don't think, other than the Bills division, other than the East.
Yeah, nothing bad.
Well, we got one more division left, or two divisions left in the conference. We have the North.
Yep.
We're going to do that later in the week, and in that same day, we're also going to do our NFL playoffs / Super Bowl predictions.
Cue it.
It'll be probably this weekend, and that will lead us into week 1.
Let's get some subscribers, man.
Let's subscribe. Please like the videos. The like game's been okay, but subscribe.
Share it. If you don't want to watch us, that's completely fine. But if you share it, your friends will see it, and maybe they'll like us.
Yes.
And if they don't like us, maybe they can share it, and then maybe their friends will like us.
And from here on out, this podcast is Bear Down Season. I'm P-Dog. That's Jimmy G.
Love you all. Thank you for tuning in as always. Much love.
Bears are Super Bowl contenders. Like and subscribe. This podcast sucks.